law keeper. Yeah, why okay? Yeah, we walking in the light. Keep the laws of Yahawah day and night. World going dark, but we stay alright. Set apart, yeah, we chosen, that's right. Why okay? Yeah, we stand on truth. Now I'm moving with the lies that produce. From the old to the young, we the proof. Yeah, I was law keepers. Yeah, we the truth. Yeah, came out the streets, came out the haze. Found the law, now I'm counting my days. Used to move out, lost in my ways. Now the scriptures guide every step that I take. They say it's old, say it's done away, but yeah, how was word still here, still stay. Now here is only, now we obey. Faith with the work, that's a wild K way. Keeping the Sabbath, honor the name. No idols, no pride, no walking in shame. World of sin, called evil okay, but we stand firm, we don't bend, we don't change.
Yo, Shalom. Whoever in here, let me know how I'm sounding if I'm coming through, man. My internet been choppy lately. Yo, Shalom. Okay, I hear that. I just need to know if it's a delay, not Shah.
Shalom. I can hear you.
Shalom, no delay?
Nope. Loud and clear.
All praise. You mean tell you it's crazy because I did get a text earlier from my internet provider talking about something. We know there's been an issue with your shit. Well, I'm like, well, what the hell? Like, because it's not even that much stuff on. You know, I got dog ass internet.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's like, bro, come on now. So they definitely said it was an issue with it. But sounds like they fixed it. So all praise to the Most High for that.
All praise to the Lord, man. Back and intact.
We back and intact, baby. I'm about to share these other Facebook links. Shalom to the people that's here, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, all that. If you can, you on social media, go ahead and share the link for us. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. Tap in, get us likes, give us some likes, get us up in that algorithm, all that good stuff. We can use it.
That's right. Right, man. We appreciate all the support, all the comments, man. Whether you feel what I'm saying, tapping in for a little minute or tapping in for a long second, man. We appreciate all of it, man. Share this to a friend if they're believers. You feel what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with hearing the word of God and getting the true perspective of the scriptures. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in these last days, man. It's a lot of wickedness and leading astray going on. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you're getting the authentic word of God. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure you study and show yourself approved in these last days, man, because people will try to lead you astray. People will try to lead you astray, man.
1000%. You are correct, brother. We can't do that. That's why, even with this on topic, right? To know what's going on, who's who, what's what. You know what I mean? So you can't be led astray. If you're paying attention, if you're watching, then certain things can't not happen to you because you're following instructions, right? And if you are following instructions, God is going to tell us everything so that we can cover our bases and certain things won't happen to you. But if you're not following his instructions, then what can he do for you? You know?
That's right. That's right. Just made me think about the scripture.
I'm sharing these links and stuff real quick. Facebook link, Instagram link, all that good stuff. Everything looking copacetic right now. Definitely salute in a second. Just checking one more thing. Right, everything look good. Some people get up in here. I know it's a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully everybody got power. I don't know where y'all at, but it's definitely raining like cats and dogs in Detroit. That's where we are. So hopefully, everybody has power, internet, all that good stuff, at least for now. Y'all know that's a possibility that we cannot have none of those amenities when these things really start to go haywire. So, appreciate it while it's still there, and let's pray to just get close to God as we possibly can. And that's the mission every single day. Every day you should be figuring out a way to draw closer to God and think about, are you living a way, thinking a way, speaking a way that will be pleasing to the Most High God and His Son? If you can't answer that with confidence, it means you need to change some things.
God.
All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and salute him, and we can get started. Lord willing, my brother Kanye pop up in here a little bit, stuff going on, but the show must go on, man. So first and foremost, I want to say, call her law Yahawah by Son YAHAWASHI, which is all praises to the Most High God, whose real name is Yahawah. And we do so by Hashem, or in the name of His Son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. Real name Yahawashi HAMASHAYACH in the Paleo Hebrew. I'm your brother Ratazian, and we are Yahawah's law keepers, aka YLK, until Judgment Day, here to prophesy the uplifting of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who in fact descend from the 12 tribes of Israel. And we're here to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, this infrastructure, this wicked government, and this just whole wicked society, right? Because the Bible tells us that, this is we battle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's who's running this system, right? And it happens to be called, the world may know it, the system as the United States of America, capitalism and all this other stuff. But according to the Bible, this place is referred to as Sodom and Egypt, the great mystery Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, a great city, the hammer of the whole earth, and the mother of harlots. And this place is destined to be destroyed. It's a ticking time bomb. This place has a tab that it has to pay, and it actually has to pay double for the tab that is running up. And this is all throughout the Bible, but especially in the book of Revelations. So we coming in and week out to let the true believers know, the true law keepers, the true saints, the elect of God know, who can and will look like any nation under heaven. We understand, if you read the Bible, everybody, you understand that the Israelites are God's chosen people. They always have, they always will be, and they've been scattered everywhere. So they can and will look like anybody under heaven, a so-called white, so-called black, so-called East Indian. They can look like that, right? So we can't, based off the flesh, we have to base it off the spirit, because the Israelite can and will look like everyone. So we must preach the good news to everyone, and His people are going to be in line. They're going to be in agreement. They're going to understand you got to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments, and have faith in the Son of God. And if they're not doing that, then the fruit is going to bear witness that they're not the children of the Son of God. Children of the Most High, and in alignment with the Son of God. Excuse me. That's our message. That's our mission. My brother, as always, man, let him introduce himself. We're going to get right to it. All praise to the Most High.
God, shalom. Peace and blessings to everybody that's watching and tuning in to the live class, man. We're starting it off strong. You feel what I'm saying? Tuesday live class, man. Hope everybody continuously keeping their eyes on the prize in these last days, man. It's a lot of stuff going on. You feel what I'm saying? Internationally and locally. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of spiritual things happening, man. A lot of people are showing their true colors. You feel what I'm saying? And we got to continuously endure. You feel what I'm saying? Fight the good fight of faith in these last days, and continuously strive to be like Christ, regardless of all the things that's thrown at you. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what the true believers are going to be doing, regardless of how much things God puts them through. They're going to continuously be like Christ. You feel what I'm saying? Being humble, keeping that humble mind, keeping that humble spirit, fasting and praying and seeking God's face. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing is going to stop them. And that's the mindset that we need to have, man. Nothing can stop us from pursuing God. Nothing can stop us from taking us away from the love of God. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just a part of that, having that confidence in God, man, these last days. Because the things that we're about to go into is just like things that everybody just should know, but on a deeper level, it's like it's about to get a lot worse, man. And
that's right.
That's why we got to continue to see God in these last days, because the things that we are seeing are minuscule to the things that we're about to see. You feel what I'm saying? And we got to continuously hope and pray that we stay in God's good grace, man, to the end, man. So with that, man, we can dive right off into it. I got a what's the name? YLK word of the day.
Bring it out.
It was something we was just mentioning, just about keeping the commandments, man, and showing that when you keep the commandments, this is what you're going to have, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111, in verse 10. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Right? So for you to have a good understanding of the scriptures, for you to have a good understanding in anything, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of the wisdom is going to come from the scriptures and you keeping the commandments. You feel what I'm saying? The Lord is going to bless you with certain wisdom that you may not have had the experience to gain. You feel what I'm saying? But with you keeping the commandments, the Lord can show you things throughout the scriptures to have you obtain wisdom that's far from people. You feel what I'm saying? And this is just a perfect scripture for it. You feel what I'm saying? A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. This is what we have to understand. This is how people understand the scriptures. This is how people understand prophecy and just everything else along with the scriptures, man, by keeping the commandments. This is what he's going to give you.
That's right. That's right. So there's a couple things I want to just like kind of start, because we definitely gonna jump around, but I definitely want to start with something and kind of just dig in on a couple little points, maybe 2 or 3 points, right? So if you can, I want to address, this title. So can you get a 1 Peter chapter 5 and the ESV for me, brother? ESV for me. It's like our title says, the devil is seeking to devour those who are not watching, right? But it gets a little deeper than that, right? So I'm gonna address some points. So I want to start with this, right? Y'all get in the ESV. Yeah, go down to verse 8.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. In the ESV, it reads, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around looking like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour.
Right. Your adversary. This is someone that's completely against you. This is a spirit, right? And so we must be sober-minded. We must be watchful, right? Because they said, those type of things, when your mind, like gateway drugs and stuff like that, all these different things can get to you as those different thoughts get in. And that's where the devil can start to make his play. Right. So I actually want to line this up with we're gonna go back to this too. But I want you to get next one, get 2 Corinthians chapter 2, and you get straight to the point in verse 11, right? Because these go hand in hand.
You want it in ESV or KJV?
Whichever, it don't even matter, because I'm sure
this the book of it's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It reads, so that we would not be outwitted by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his designs.
Right. Outwitted. So if you're not being sober, if you're not being watchful, if you're not being mindful, then Satan, who is that serpent, who is your adversary, who is the deceiver, he's going to be able to outwit you, right? Because this is how his design works. So you have to understand the devil thrives in certain conditions. So let's go back to the other one. That's why he tells us, that's why we were told this is instructions, right? So we won't be outwitted. We have to understand him. This is a part of being watchful. Be sober, be watchful, because he's seeking who he may destroy. That's a part of him outwitting you. If he's able to get his hands on you, he's able to destroy you, right? You've been outwitted, and you clearly aren't being watchful. You clearly aren't being sober-minded, and you are ignorant of his devices. You are being outwitted, right? So all these things go hand in hand. You have to know, first and foremost, know who the devil is and who his people is, in a sense, right? Because obviously Satan is a spiritual entity, Hasatan, but he has a people that he uses to feeds off of to do his bidding, right? Which are the elites, these so-called, not so-called, these Edomites, so-called white man, these different people are the ones that do his bidding, right? So you have to be mindful on so many levels, right? Because the devil can do so many different things to tempt you, right? Then he can also, do things physically, right? Because he sent his people out here to do things right before our eyes, right? And people are not understanding why things are happening, right? So I want to speak on the stuff with the young brother Carmelo, right? I've seen people losing their minds today, right? Over this verdict that they did to this young brother, which definitely was, unrighteous verdict. They calling it, from what I heard, premeditated murder, but it was something that happened in self-defense. Like, he reacted. And if you understand first-degree murder, that's premeditated, means you thought this through. So there's no way that it could have been there, right? But these are the people that we're dealing with, right? So on that level, this is how the devil uses things to get people riled up, right? And this is all a part of the end, right? This is what's going to happen. There's going to be uproars of the people. It's going to be race wars, all these other things. It's just one level, right? But I want us to pay attention and be mindful of how Satan works, right? Because he can do things to try to get in your relationship. He can do things to try to get in your mind. Just a different thing. And it's just being aware, because everything might not be physical. Some things, it could be so spiritual. And if you're not aware of these things, how not only God works, but how the devil works, these things can get you tricked out of your spot, man, and have you reacting in the flesh, and ultimately what's going to lead to your destruction. That's you being devoured, right?
Yep.
That's literally it, right? So we have to be mindful of all these things, right? You got anything you want to say on this, shot? I mean, it's levels. Like, it's a whole lot of ways, like how the devil uses his devices to pretty much get a person out their spot if they're not understanding, one, like the times, being watchful, and who the devil is and what he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's levels.
Yeah. And this is just like, that's why they say, what they say, a sober mind is like the devil playground or something like that. Idle mind.
Oh yeah, idle hands, because you ain't got you ain't thinking about nothing, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, so that's when Satan loves to roam. You feel what I'm saying? Where he can just have his freedom at. And that's why, like you say, like us being sober, to go back to that Proverbs, would tell us to guard your mind above all else, because this is where the problems of life come from. That's right. So it's like, if you guard your mind with the word of God, and you understand that the devil is like a lion, you feel what I'm saying? Roaring lion, a feline lion, we know they like to stalk their prey, or you feel what I'm saying? They like to hunt, right?
Hunt, yeah.
So it's like, we understand the characteristics of the devil. Like you say, like, then it's like, even understanding the part, the devil, it's a deceiver. He's going to make it seem like he's going to paint you a picture. It looks so good, but it's not really good for you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what we always got to understand. The devil is, he's going to use his tricks. Like, and that's why we bring up that 2 Corinthians, because it's like, we have to be mindful of his tricks to make things look good, to make things look enticing. You feel what I'm saying? But knowing that it's not even worth it. It's just like a beautiful woman. You feel what I'm saying? Women today's time, women can be so beautiful, so outward appearance, right? But inwardly, they not worth nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one of the main obstacles for men. You feel what I'm saying? A beautiful looking lady. But it's like, we cannot be swayed by that. That's why I tell us beauty is vain. You feel what I'm saying? Stumble not upon a woman that's beauty, because she can be the damn devil, right?
That's right.
Just, like you say, it's so many different levels with it, man. But
yeah,
keep going.
No, even with that, right? Like, I'm happy you brought up women, because even with this, right? And then, like, that's being watchful, understanding that what the times we're in, what is being promoted out here to our women, what spirit are our women in? They are told, they're not taught to be wives anymore. They are taught to have fun, to date. Don't date for love. You can look around. These women don't get married for love. They say get married for money, all this other stuff. Get married for security, not love anymore, right? But along with that, the being sober-minded with that, right? And that's crazy, because the Bible tells us that wine and women make men of understanding fall away. So it's like, you have to guard your mind, and you also have to watch, your flesh and the things you do. You can't get caught up, like you said, by the eyes and everything. And that goes back to like what it said. That's what the world has to offer: the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, the lust of the eyes. But all these things is what the devil will put in front of you, right? And like I say, even spiritually, right? You can begin testing in a lot of different ways, but it's just like understanding why certain things are able to happen, and just understanding, bro, everything. It's just all a part of watching, right? So even on different level, right, we understand that one of Satan's devices is propaganda, like a lot of different things. What's going on to make you think, like I said, the deception itself, make you think that everything is all right when it's not going to be all right. Lie to you, deception. And just it's so many levels with this, right? And he can come with tests. He can send people against you put a spirit on a person and make you question things, teachers, all this type of different stuff, right? When you could be certain about, true or stuff you knew was true, but then people that you have a level of respect for come and try to say something different, and now it has you questioning everything. All these things is works of the devil. All of these different things, right? But because you got to understand, it said God is not the author of confusion. So if he isn't, that means who is? If the person is leaving you with confused, you're not sure on something, those are still works of the devil. And that's not being ignorant of his devices, of his means, of his designs, as it said in the ESV, of his designs. I like that. Of his design. So this is things how he does things. And like I said, one of this other design is this whole oppressive system, right? It's like I said, there's so many levels of how the devil can do things to devour people individually, but as a people group, right? So, like I said, we mentioned the Carmelo stuff. So that whole judicial system is against our people. It's never made for us, right? They always say you're going to be judged by a jury of your peers. But when you go in there, it's not people from your community. It's usually a young black man facing an all-white jury. But then they said it's a jury of your peers. How? They don't understand your struggle. They don't understand anything about you. All they see is black skin up there, and more than likely they are racist against you and don't like you, right? So even with that, right? And then no matter what you do in this system, we was just talking about it, no matter how far up you get, there's always going to be some type of threshold or some type of blockage where they're going to hold something against you, man. I was having this conversation with one of my brothers who does real estate, and he was just saying, like, he got all his T's crossing his I's dotted, and they still telling him he needs to have more, and pretty much more than what a regular person would have if they had the complexion for the protection, air quotes, right? So it's just a lot of things that comes with just being so-called black in this place. And that's what this system is. Our people need to realize where we are, what's going on, that you're never going to have that American dream here. And this system is literally a part of the devil's design. It's designed for them to win and constantly for you to lose. No matter what you do, if you think you're playing the street game, yeah, you can start getting street money. But then once they catch you up, they're going to throw the book at you, and they're going to judge you way harder than they would a so-called white person doing your same crimes, right? And then even on another level, like I said, you might choose to be an engineer, like my brother Shah was talking about his teacher, or you be a lawyer, or you're in different rooms, or you're a person that's agreeing with contracts, and then now they wondering how you got here, or they want to make you have to show more of your credentials and prove yourself in a way, because this system isn't for us. It's completely against us, and that's what we want our people to come out of this place. Stop being simple and understand who the devil is, what's going on. But that comes with being watchful, being sober, and understanding the devil's designs, ultimately. So, I mean, it was a lot really to say with just them two verses alone. I actually want to pull one more thing, too. That we can get Proverbs 1 and 22 for real. Because all of this is what we're saying. This is wisdom from the Most High, but this is knowledge. But our people hate it, and either they hate it, and they're just completely out of the loop and understanding why certain things are happening to them, or why is this happening? Because people are out here questioning, like, Carmelo did nothing. I can't believe it's a guilty verdict. You are being simple because you're not understanding who the devil is in this system, how it's run, and how it is completely against you, right? Yeah. You are hating knowledge. Let's bring this out.
Guys, what did y'all truly expect? This place to have real justice happen? We are way past that, man. But we bring this out. Just the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, O simple ones, will you love being simple? How long will scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge?
All right, fools hate knowledge. We got people that's out here scoffing. We got people that's trying to come against us, but all this is a part of the devil's device because they're keeping you ignorant, right? And some of the stuff, a lot of it ain't your fault, but some of it is our fault because we're supposed to dig deeper. And I'm gonna give you an example. Like, they see us out with Bibles, and we telling them, you believe in God, you believe in the truth of the Bible, and they be like, no, I don't believe in that book and all this other stuff. Which partially is like, you should look into it, what we're telling you, but a lot of it isn't their fault, because Christianity, right, which is another Satan's device. This is a device to keep you away from your heritage and your book. So they paint Christianity in front of your face. That's not right. You see a white Jesus, all this stuff is not adding up to you. But that's one of their propaganda. That's one of the designs to keep you away from searching in the book, because they put a religion in your face and tried to tell you that this book was attached to that religion. But when you open the book itself, that's the farthest thing from the truth. The farthest thing from the truth.
Just a little quick side note, this part, you feel me, slave Bible, right? This is what they use to get order of our people. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like they had the whole entire Bible, including the Apocrypha, and they used this to enslave us. No, they used a slave Bible. That means they took out, I think they said 90% of the Old Testament and 50% of the New Testament, and had a Bible, and where they only had verses saying, "Oh, obey your masters," and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? This just further proves who the damn devil is. You feel what I'm saying? They used our book, our sacred book, and used it against us, right? So like the brother was saying, it's not about Christian. I mean, it's not about the Bible technically, but it's about the people that use the Bible, right? Just wanted to get that real quick. Want me to keep going on this?
No, actually, I want to jump on something that you just said, for real. Right? Something that you just said, right? It proved you showed that they have a slave Bible, right? So I want to show this according to the law first, then we're gonna get something else. Let's get a Deuteronomy 4, chapter 4 and verse 2.
Yep.
You start from the top, ready.
Just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 1. 4. You wanted 4, right? Yeah, yep. You can hear me? The delay?
Yep.
Con.
Yep, con.
Yeah, I think it's delayed a little bit now. I'm gonna start reading. Deuteronomy 4, verse 1. And now, O Israel, listen to the statutes and the rules that I am teaching you, and do them, that ye may live and go in and take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, is giving you. You shall not add to the word that I command you, nor take from it, that you may keep the commandments of the Lord your God that I command you.
Right here. So that's the key. That's the point, right? But Shab just showed y'all that they did a slave Bible where they took away 90% of the Old Testament, and like you said, and then they're half of the new one, right? Yep. But this is a commandment, right? Because we need these things is a way of life. This is how we have life when we follow these things, right? And outside of it, we have nothing. We don't have life. We don't have anything. So I want to show it according to the law first, right? But now let's get this version for these people that did it. Like, they still have to pay for this. I believe me and Shah was talking about this. He had said this, and it's like, it's no way some of these people can come back from what they've done. They've done so much, and it's like the Most High has allowed these things to happen. Just like I said, Babylon receives double. And the book also says that their sins have reached up to heaven, meaning they didn't turn away from them. If it continued to reach up, they didn't turn away from them at all. Right? So let's get Revelation 22 and verse 18 and 19, Bible Kashah, just to add on to this point. Like you said, that's what these people did. So think about it. We are commanded not to do it. So once they're already breaking the commandment, but look what it says in Revelation about the people that do these things, that add or take away from the book.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 18. I warn everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to them, God will add to him the plagues described in this book. And if anyone takes away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God will take away his share in the tree of life and in the holy city, which are described in this book.
Right. Take away. And so, as we just said, they took away huge percentages of both the old, so-called Old and New Testament. So this is what they have to look forward to.
God.
And look at verse 20.
He who testifies to these things says, or who testifies to these things says, surely I am coming soon. Amen. Come, Lord Jesus.
Right. So these things that you just read about adding and take away, our Lord and Savior, Yahawah HaMashaYACH, who the world Italy calls Jesus Christ, testifies to him and lets you know that he is coming soon. And what you think he's coming to do when he's coming back? He's bringing judgment to these people that done these things, because this is a judgment. And he's the one that's going to act it out and bring it out upon these people. This is a part of it. And these are who you dealing with. This is like, that's another part of their devices. Like you said, they didn't even give you the full book. They took away from it. These is all the works of the devil, right? And understand that this is what they're coming to do. They're going to devour people. They're going to heighten up things. Another thing, like, so that leads to like future things, right? So we was talking about a bunch of different levels, right? But what about on the level that the devil know that God is coming back as well? Just like the book says, a lot of them know their time is going to be short, right? So another part of their design, meaning they're going to heighten up things. They're going to start to do things faster. They're going to start to get loose. They're going to start to show their horns more. This is a part of his design too. He's going to get desperate. This is a part of who he is. You know, he has a short time. So all these things is a part of knowing who the devil is, not being ignorant of his designs, and being watchful. This is all a part of it. You see, this is how it all comes together. Yeah, you can bring that out, brother.
God, and just a real quick point. I was even thinking about, they took the damn Apocrypha out years and years ago. So I'm just thinking about that. Like, they've been doing this. They've been trying to fondle with the book. So it's just like, man, it just add even more fuel to the fire, man. But I'm gonna bring this out. Just the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. It reads, "Therefore rejoice, O heavens, you who dwell in them. But woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil has come down to you in great wrath, because he knows that his time is short."
Right. That's a part of the devil's design. He knows that he was only able to do this for a particular amount of time. Everybody has a threshold or something that they can't go past, and the devil is not excluded from that. So with that being said, we understand that time is short for everyone, and we understand that if he's going to make the time shorter for the elect, say, otherwise nobody would make it. This all is going into, so what type of things is he going to be doing? Think about that. If a person, the devil knows that his time is short, what type of moves is he going to start making then? What type of things is he going to be doing? What type of things is he going to be stirring up? Man, what is he going to start to do? He's going to start to lurking. He's going to start to get things to try to get people out of their square, right? Like he's going to start to see, and that's the thing about it too, because the devil is actually following his orders, right? Because in that verse it said, "Be sober and watchful," because the devil was going around seeking who he may devour, right? So you have to watch, because what is the devil doing? He's actually being the one that's being watchful and mindful of who he gets on the other end. He's looking to see who he can catch slipping. God, so his eyes is open. So why wouldn't yours be open? Damn. He actually on the watch, seeing who he can catch not on the watch. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah, so our people need to understand the times we in, and like cases like this is going to continue to happen. Just like the one with the Asian dude shot the black boy in the back. Why do y'all think? Do y'all think that, you know, there's an accident that these people are doing these things like that and that they are getting away with it? Like, it's not only, it's bad enough that these things are happening, right? They're doing these things, but the fact that they're able to get away with it, that is not telling you where you are, who's running what, and what's going on. Yeah, and God is allowing this to happen. Yeah. You have to understand where we are and whose rulership we are up under. Seriously. Stuff like that is going to continue to happen. And it's about to get a lot worse because, as he has highlighted, he knows that his time is short. So it's about to get a whole lot crazier out of here. So we must be more mindful and more watchful than ever before. We must do what we can to seek the Lord and to do what's pleasing to him if we want to be redeemed out of here. That's what we must do. This is the time. Because there's so much going on. Now we can talk about other stuff, right? I don't know if you got stuff that you definitely want to go into, but definitely wanted to start with that and just was understanding, like, because even like one of my brothers, a Know Your Israelite, he called me and he like, I'm so pissed and all this other stuff. And I'm like, bro, like, I mean, yeah, it hurts to see any of our people, but y'all have to understand that this is what's going on. Like, this is what they're going to do. This is what's happening over here. This is where we are. Understand this. Take those feelings, embrace them, but use them to seek God. Use that anger and that passion, that fury to seek the Most High even more and get right with him. Not go out there and lose your mind, because that's what the devil wants you to do, to get in your feelings and try to take matters into your own hands and react in the flesh. And that's not the time to do it. It's going to be a time for peace and a time for war. And the Most High is going to anoint his people and bless them in order to fight the battles when it's the time. But it's going to be on his time, not on ours. When he says it, that's when it's going to be.
God.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Because it's like, for us, man, we know that this is a part of our punishment. You feel what I'm saying? The people that's in the know, the people that's understand the scriptures, you feel what I'm saying? We know this is a part of our punishment. So it's going to be things, we're going to see unrighteous things happen to us, right? Especially knowing who's ruling us. You feel what I'm saying? God is trying to get our attention. God is continuously and steady trying to get Israel's attention for the people that don't know. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, like you said, it's a wake-up call. You feel what I'm saying? Start off with that verse. How long will you simple ones love simplicity? How long is people going to continuously walk around while our people are getting killed and put in judge unjustly? Right? And while their murderers is walking off scot-free. How long will these things happen? How long will Israel continuously wake up and just do whatever, continuously go shopping, right? Act like nothing is happening, right? I didn't see like probably like 5-6 accidents within 2 days. A damn Durango driving up the wrong side of the street, right? How long are these things going to keep happening, right? Until we finally see what the bigger picture is. And it's just like, ultimately, the Lord is just, he's letting people do what they do, because a lot of people are going to have to die these last days. And this is going to be why. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares about the young black community. Nobody cares about our young sisters, our young brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to make a change. And it's just sad. You feel what I'm saying? This is why we come out here on these live classes and go out to the highways and byways to open the eyes of our people, man. Because this is just blatantly obvious. At this point, it's blatantly obvious, man. Two things within a week, and people probably still about to be listening to spin that ish.
Right? Oh my God!
Still about to be banking that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just good. It's a cycle that continuously goes on, man, and it's sad to see. Sad to see.
Our people are just consumers, bro.
Yeah.
First off, the American people are just consumers in general, but our people are the biggest consumers with the least amount of money as a community.
Yeah.
And as a people. But we are some of the biggest spenders in the world. How is that?
Yeah, that don't even make sense, bro. It don't make sense when you sit back and really think about it.
Yeah. We are forced and indoctrinated to consume. Like you said, songs, spend that shit.
Yeah.
This society going like it's right in their head. That's all our people want to do and don't really even got it. But they take their last to get it. Just like with prime season. I don't know how it is in everybody else's city, but Detroit, these people will put their fucking house up. Excuse my language.
Man.
Miss out on their mortgage to send their kid to prime in a nice rental foreign car, suit, and some Louis Vuittons, and pay them with some jewelry on and all this other stuff, and they might not even be going to college this summer or nothing.
Man.
They're going to send them a dog-ass prime send-off, thousands of dollars for them to come back and work at Home Depot.
Yeah. Like, when I put that,
crazy. When you could have put that money to the side for them to get a car, start a business,
get
an education. No, you just don't do it and blow that money so they can look fresh for one day. Shit is crazy. Sorry, bro. Our people are destroyed. Our people are simple.
Yeah,
and this is all a part of Satan's devices because they promote this type of behavior to us in the music, in the industry, and the internet, all these other things. Promote our women and everybody to worship money, serve money, do whatever for money. Don't date for love, date for money. Just everything is about money. But what's gonna happen when this junk collapses, man? I sent another one. Proverbs 17:15. He that justified the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord, bro. And that's what all this system does. They justify the wicked and condemn the just. This whole system. This is what this system is. Like Shab said, it's people that's killers are getting off scot-free. You can shoot somebody in the back. They're not even a threat to you, and then you get off scot-free. You can sit there and kneel on somebody's neck for 9 minutes until they pass out. You could be a grown-ass fat heathen, follow a young 17-year-old boy home and fight him and kill him and get away with it scot-free and have people pay you money. What part of the game is this? Where is the love in this place? Especially for our people. It's non-existent. And it's only about to get worse and worse and worse because that's where we are.
God. And if people losing their minds now, imagine when things really get hectic.
Yeah.
And that's why I was just like, man, we got to continuously keep our eyes open and understand the way Satan works, man. This is what this lesson is about. Understand that this is what the damn Edomite wants. He wants bloodshed. He wants war. He wants civil war. He wants chaos, right? Because once these things start up, then he has, it's almost, it goes back to the reference of that movie, The Black Phone. You feel what I'm saying? He goes sit there and antagonize you to do what you know you need to do, right? In certain times, just so he can punish you for it. But knowing that he made the whole thing like come to pass. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, it's almost like, it's like mind tricks. Yeah. He let these things go on a smaller level so you can react, right? And then he can punish you for your reaction. Ooh. This is what they want. They want us to go out here and go to war so they can be justified in mass murdering us again. You feel what I'm saying? Justified in putting people in prison, justified for martial law. This is what the damn white man wants. You feel what I'm saying? They policed the whole wide world and got people to get rid of their nukes and all of this. So then once people start to wake up and be like, everybody else got nukes around me, I want some nukes. No, you can't have no nukes. Then once you start trying to get some nukes, they want to bomb you. This is what they've been doing to everybody. This is the damn cancer of the whole earth. And we must understand these things, man, and put our trust in God. You feel what I'm saying? Because God is going to pay our cause. He's going to plead our case, man. Right, and I got a quick precept. It says, Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Right? It says, because you have rejected knowledge. This is why we are destroyed. This is why our people are doing the things that they're doing. This is why they popping perks and they're getting all these guns and sliding on the ops and our women doing all these atrocities for money because we have rejected knowledge. We have rejected the laws of God, the wisdom, the living waters, right? That's why he said this. I reject you from bringing a priest to me. And since you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. Woo! Look at this. The more they increase, the more they sin against me. I will change their glory into shame. They feed on the sin of my people. They are greedy for their iniquity. And it shall be like people like priests. I will punish them for their ways and repay them for their deeds. They shall eat, but not be satisfied. They shall play the whore, but not multiply, because they have forsaken the Lord to cherish. Whoredom, wine, and new wine, which take away the understanding. Right? Like you were saying earlier. Wine, right? Which maketh a man of understanding fall away.
Ooh, man.
And who has the best wine in today's time? Babylon. She have got the whole wide world drinking from the wine, man. The deception. The American dream, all of these things is the reason why these things happen, man.
Yeah. Even that, like you said, that's a part of the devil's design to tell you about an American dream, something that you could never obtain and reach, especially as so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American. It's never going to happen for you.
Yeah.
Everything in their power to hold you back and hold it against you, man. We know people on every side of the field, man. From the street life to corporate to everything. And they're going to make people jump through loops or go through some type of funnel or make your life harder for you no matter which route you choose. Think about this, even over here, right? If they want people to be successful, to help their country thrive, why do they charge so much for people to receive education over here when other countries give you free education to be who you want to be? Think about it. We were teaching people to be doctors and engineers over here. Think about what we'll be able to do and heal and make this country better. But if you want to charge people $80,000 for education and go there and send them to school all this damn time, and they in debt the whole time, like, what are we doing? Are we trying to get better for the next generation, or are we just trying to bleed the next people that can possibly be workers and keep our society going? Are we trying to bring them into debt? Like out the
Yeah.
gates, we're not trying to help them. You're helping the system, not the people.
Yep.
The system is oppressive against the people, and especially our people, right? I ain't saying like, a lot of people like, because they want everyone to be in debt. This is a debt-based society. This is what capitalism is. This is what this is about. You owe me, you need me, and you pay me later, and I'm about to tax you on everything that you owe me. Usury.
Yeah. Yep. And I was even coming to find out, they say Canada got like free healthcare and stuff like that.
Bro.
Free things.
Yes, they do.
I'm just thinking like, damn. You just see how greedy America is, man. This is why greed is one of them seven deadly sins. You feel what I'm saying? This world, this place literally promotes each and every one of those seven sins, right? To lust, to gluttony, to envy, right? What's another one? Pride, right? Sloth,
wrath.
I think it's one more.
You say pride, lust, greed.
Yeah. Greed.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? They promote everything. Everything this abomination, bro. The LGBTQ community. You feel what I'm saying? Usury, greed. They have you working all of these hours for you. Just
oh my God.
Corporation.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Glutton. Think about all the stuff in sugar. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, envy. Yep.
Or access too. Like they have supersized everything over here. You give you more of this. Let's big it up. Let's get you more of this. And then the food is super processed. So I'm acting like I'm giving you more, but I'm really giving you less because what you eating is GMO bullshit.
Yep. And it destroy your body. I was just watching I seen a TikTok video of this European coming over here. He was like, man, a lot of this stuff would be illegal in the UK.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Yes, a lot of the stuff that's in our stuff. It's literally illegal in the UK for sure. No bullshit.
And I was even thinking about like serving sizes. Like they can of pop is like half the size of our regular cans of pop.
Yeah.
Because it's like the amount of calories and stuff that's in a regular can of American pop. There's so much sugar in it, bro. There's so much sugar. And they say sugar in the brain is like called dementia. Sugar and something else is called it's basically like the diseases. It's all sugar that's within things. And it's like that's all people really consume over here when you sit back and think about it. The bread is more sugary, ketchup more sugary, everything fucking
with all type
mayo.
Of
all the type of other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like things that you eat on a daily basis is full of sugar. It's full of things that you don't really need.
Fucking your teeth up, your body,
everything, bro. And it just all goes back into what they portray. They portray every single one of those deadly sins. Envy. They put all these things in your face so you can become envious of certain people. What the hell is social media for? When you sit back and think about it, to look at other people's lives for what?
To envy.
Yeah, to
want to copy them, to want to be like them, and it's a facade.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing about it. There's more smoke and mirrors. Like all of this is a part of the devil's design to make you not appreciate your life, no gratitude, no nothing. When the Bible tells us to be content with what we have, but now I want you to looking at other people's life and be like, "That's lit. I want to live like them. I want to do what they do." Damn, she out here doing this. She naked as hell in Dubai. But you don't know what she had to do to get there to Dubai. Or what was going on. Once that camera went off. Man.
And it's just amazing that, you feel what I'm saying, throughout all of this, you feel the Lord still has his people spreading his knowledge. And this is why his people, his sheep is going to hear his voice, right? Because this place is full of darkness, right? And I think that's in Job. Bear with me real quick. Oh dear. I think I gotta do this. Dark. But it's just crazy, man, that the Lord has woken us up unto, you feel what I'm saying, understanding how Satan works, man. And it's a blessing that we are the ones that can see. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's in Job 10. Yep, I had a feeling.
Different translation.
Right. This is the book of Job, chapter 10 and verse 21. It says, "Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness in the shadow of death." A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. This place, the light here is dark. You feel what I'm saying? The things that shine in this place is things of the darkness. You feel what I'm saying? Things of wickedness, things of abominable things. You feel what I'm saying? A person come out the closet. Oh, good for you. Thank you. Good for you. Yes. Be yourself. Be
man. Oh my God.
Good job. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? These are the things that people like. You feel what I'm saying? Her body, her choice. Right? So she should have chose to keep her damn legs closed. What the hell? You feel what I'm saying?
People always find a husband.
Yeah. People always want to try and justify things that God condemns. And that's where you know where you stand at. If somebody is trying to justify something that's wicked and that goes against the order of God, then you know what that person is and what this place portrays. It's darkness. You feel what I'm saying? Along with what else? What else do people put sweet for bitter and bitter for sweet? And this, I think it's crazy that Kanye put that in there too.
Yes, he did.
Yep. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You feel what I'm saying? We have to watch out for people like this, right? People say, oh, chase the bag, this, that, and the third, right? But what about seeking God, right? People got in God we trust and printed on the back of the American money, but they don't even believe in God. They promote homosexuality. They promote adultery. They promote monogamy. They promote all these things that goes against what God established.
Yeah, our God, Yahawah. See, they believe in, they say God, but what God are they serving? Because it's a God, it's a power over them. Well, shit, what God are they serving?
Yeah, yep, you absolutely right.
Real.
Absolutely right. And it's a fire precept, right? Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. You feel what I'm saying? Folly. I'm gonna bring that up. Go to that Hebrew word. Right? Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Silliness. Let's go to the root word. Probably go deeper into it. Look at this. To be foolish, be a fool. Turn into foolishness, act or do foolishly, play the fool, be silly. Right? Foolish things. Like the brother mentioned about prom. Like, we understand prom, but this the extent people go to it is like, why? That's not necessary. Like Bond, Reynolds, Rolls Royces, you feel what I'm saying? Me personally, my neighbors, they didn't damn rented a damn Rolls Royce for prom. Like, is it really that serious? Do we really have to go that far? But like,
man, what about the dude, the one that had the damn jet and all type of stuff?
Dog. He had a private jet, right? This is fire too, right? We keep going. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, right? Servants upon horses. This is the damn white man, right? And all the other damn heathens, right? They had us in captivity. It says, and princes walking as servants upon the earth, right? Because we have been put at a low estate. The Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 8 says, he that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an edge, a serpent shall bite him. Right? Point right here. He that diggeth the pit. Right? People are, the white man think he's so clever in the things that he's doing in today's time that he don't even know that he's digging a pit. And these people are going to fall into it. And everybody that supports him. Right? People think he about to have a market of beast and be implemented, take over the world. You feel what I'm saying? With a Neuralink and all of these future things and AI and this, that, and the third, not even knowing these things are about to be his downfall.
That's right. That's right. More of Satan's devices. Those are all his devices, still his designs. I mean, just think about how many levels that he got. And
Yeah.
like progressively how it's going, it's coming right down. Because like I said, sometimes you do spiritual tests, all this other stuff, but that choosing him is gonna be spiritual, but then it's gonna be something physically you have to do, and it's gonna show. And it's gonna show. That's gonna be that separation of who's trusting in the Lord during that time, and who's trusting in this wicked kingdom and infrastructure. That's gonna be shit. Your God in that sense. All right. So you understand he digging a pit because that's what he doing. His time is short, but hey, he gonna fall into it.
God.
He trying to see how many people he could take with him. That's what the devil would do, a sore loser. He know he done. So his job is like, well, I'm about to take down as many people with me as I can.
Yep. God. Right? And this could be that pit right here. Right? Just the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, right?
Right.
The whore being Babylon the Great, right? AKA America, right? They say where she sat, it was peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. Meaning she's sitting on top of the world, right? She's ruling, right? It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate, right? And make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This is the end of America. This is what we're looking forward to, right? It says, for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? His will is to burn this place with fire and to eat her flesh and to make her naked and desolate, right? To judge her, right? It says, and agree. And it says, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled, right? So all of these things must happen, right? The devil must come and sow his discord, right? Use his devices to deceive the people that are supposed to be deceived at the end of the day, right? Because these are all things that God has put into play. You feel what I'm saying? But for the people that has been waking up, these people are the watchmen. The watchman is supposed to be waking people up from these things, right? Preaching to the people that do have the ears and eyes to see these things, right? Whether people listen or not, right? His sheep shall hear his voice, and these people are going to recognize these things and overcome the beast, right? Because this is another part of God's will. It says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, like the brother always say on the intro, all of these synonyms for Babylon, right? It says, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, right?
There you go.
And this is why this place has to go, because this place is reigning over the whole entire earth, right?
Man.
And what has it done? Right? I'm gonna keep going. Verse in Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right? It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication. All nations are drinking of the wine of God, of this woman's wrath, meaning they're all going to be touched in some type of way, right? It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, right? What is her delicacies? Her oppressing the children of Israel, her understanding once they got up on us, they go rule the whole world, right? And these things, right, us being oppressed is why the other nations have got up, right? It says, and I've heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plague, right? The redemption out of this place. The angel is warning people, right? Come out of her, my people, be not partakers of her sins, that you receive not her plagues. Meaning she's about to get judged, get out, right? For her sins has reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right? So it almost like she getting more and more and more, right? Because it say reward her, even as she did unto you, unto her double according to her works, or even her works. It says in the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right? So that means the works that she did into us and the works that she did in the whole world. Right? How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, right? Because what do they call her? The virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
Right. As we know, a virgin, a woman that hasn't had intercourse, she will be glorified. You feel what I'm saying? She will be looked at as the most honorable woman.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? After much time has passed, like, damn, wow, she's still a virgin. People are going to like that about her, right? And she lived deliciously, right? It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, right? Right? And it's just crazy too, because it's like, it's crazy because it's like when women do say they lose their virginity, they say it hurts, and this is what she's finally about to be hurt, and she's about to die from it, right? It says, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Right? This place is puffed up.
Yeah, that's right there.
I see no sorrow. That is crazy.
I sit a queen.
Man, I am no widow. She say she don't even have, she basically said she don't even have a husband, right? I am no widow, right? Because people would say, like, when they see a woman without a man, they would think that she's a widow.
Yeah.
And a queen. But she say,
I am no widow. Yeah, where your king at?
Yeah.
I am no widow. I mean, I'm sitting up here alone as a queen. And that feminine spirit. I sit a queen and am no widow. I mean, he ain't got no king or nobody she even has to answer to. And it's this terrible Jezebel Babylonian spirit that's upon her. And it's crazy that's through the spirit like that, it's the mother of harlots.
Yep, the mother, man, right? It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her, right? The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God of the Israelites, right? He's going to judge this woman, this whore, right? And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her, and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, right? Because they know they are finished, right?
Yeah.
Standing afar off for the fear for torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore, right? The merchandise of gold, silver, precious stone, pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all thigh wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and of iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which are dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. And the merchants of these things were made rich by her, so shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, right? He's just explaining how people looked at her. You feel what I'm saying? The American dream, oh, we want to go to America. We want to do this, all California, all Los Angeles, all New York, and this, that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? This is how they look at her. And they have gotten rich off these things, right? It says, for 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. All of these things are about to vanish and right in front of people's faces.
Poof.
Right? Literally, poof. And every shipmaster, all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Right? Look at that.
Yeah, what place is like Babylon?
Man,
that's still puffed up and proud, like how they look at this place. This place is up like on a pedestal. It's exalted.
Even while she's burning.
Yeah.
Right? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich. All that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven. Right? The people of heaven are going to be excited. Right? Because what? And ye holy apostles and prophets, for God have avenged you on her.
Woo.
Right? Meaning his righteous people, right? The saints, his holy apostles, the prophets, right? The servants of God. He's telling them to rejoice, right? Because God have avenged them, right? And it says, a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. No craftsman or whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Wow. Right? It says, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Right? Talking about all the destruction in the bloodshed she did. Right? Look at this. The blood of the prophets were here and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Right? Meaning she have killed everywhere. She has killed people in her own land, and she have killed people around the whole entire earth. Who has did these things?
Man.
Who is this? Who is this great city that all these nations around about are marveling at? We're talking about Babylon, America, KKK, America, right? United States of US of A, whatever you want to call it, right? Just to put the cherry on top. And after all, right, Revelation 19, and after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, right? It says, Hallelujah, but it's really Yahawah or I don't know how to say this. I know how to say it, but I can't really pronounce it right. Hallelujah. Can you say that for me real quick?
Oh, look, hallelujah.
Yeah, for some reason, my mouth, I can't say that word, bro, for some reason. Reason. But saying Yahawah, right? That's what you said in Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew. Says salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our God. For true and righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged the great whore, right? America, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. Again, they said, Yahawah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. Right? This is the final judgment of this age, right? And this is where most of our subscribers are at, right? We are in America, KKK, America, and this is what's coming to this place, right? The destruction, her burning with fire, in the saints, the prophets, in the servants of God are praising God and saying, for true and righteous are his judgments. For he have judged the great whore, right? America, this is what this place is coming to. So all of the things that people are holding on to, you need to put those things in or that faith you have in this place into God. These things are coming to naught, right? Like I say, all of these things are happening in 1 hour, right? And we pretty sure it's most likely subliminal.
Just a short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, with that being said, with all these things going on, man, there's things with this Carmelo Anthony. What was the boy name that got shot by the damn?
I don't know his name. I just know he got shot by that damn chink Asian dude.
Chink, man. Rest in peace to them brothers, man. It's sad to see, man, because those brothers can be any one of our family members, man. You feel me? And it's just crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But this is why this place has to get judged, right? This is why the people of God have to be avenged. And God is going to do it in amazing fashion. Man, we got to be, and we got to continuously hope and pray that we get to see these things in these last days. We have to continuously understand Satan's devices. We cannot get thrown off of these things, but to understand that God is going to truly avenge his people.
That's
you
right.
feel what I'm saying? By greatness. You feel me? So while we are sitting here suffering these things, man, we got to continuously be mindful and continuously watch in these last days, man, because the flesh is weak, but the spirit indeed is willing, and we cannot feed into our flesh. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotta endure
our flesh, man. Because when you feed into your flesh, you're going to take part in the plagues of this woman, right? One way or another. You feel what I'm saying? You trusting and thinking you about to just chase a bag until God call your name. Man, listen, man, that's not the way to go. Man, seek God while you can in these last days, man.
That's right. That's right, y'all. Just warning, man. You just warning the people the best way we can, man. The Most High is pouring his spirit out on the people. Like I said, the separation is happening, the wheat from the tares, the sheep from the goats. There is no in between. Like he said, the lukewarm are going to be spewed out of his mouth. It's only hot or cold. It's only one or the other. It's only the will be saved and the won't be saved. It's only the wicked and the righteous. That's literally it. And you're going to be able to tell them by their fruits. What are they doing? What type of words are they speaking? Are they meditating on, the scriptures? Are they, trying to pray fast? Are they trying to get close to God as they can? Are they trying to correct their flaws that they may have in their personality and their character? Do they respond a certain way to, disrespect? Are they trying to, change anything about themselves? Because we all are work in progress. We all were accustomed to behaving a certain way prior to coming into the knowledge of the truth of God. So if that's not, if you're not trying to better your way, change your ways in any type of way, maybe it's the way you speak, maybe it's tone, maybe it's, you're not as patient, maybe you're not as forgiving. Everybody is dealing with something. You need to figure out what that is and try to tighten up on it the best you can and be the most like Christ that we can, because these days are running short. And like I said, there's not going to be many people that's going to think like this regardless, right? So even know that about your spirit. If while we ask you these things, how do you feel when you're hearing it? Like, I don't want to change. That ain't what I want to hear. Man, I'm cool with the way I am. Like, all of that matters. Because you're not even evaluating, examining yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we all must do. We all got to hold that mirror up to ourselves and be comfortable with ourselves. And think about it. If people can't even do that, what makes you think that you're going to be able to even stand in the sight or in the presence of the Lord? And you can't even sit with your damn self. Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. That self-examination, man. Always putting that mirror up, man. That's like the main figure. You feel what I'm saying? Because, of course, like, everybody is going to be responsible for their own doings. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And
that's
why we have to
salvation.
Yeah. As much as you possibly can. You first and foremost, because you could try and save everybody else, but if you ain't saving yourself, what does it really matter?
There you go.
Self-examination, man, especially in these last days, man. You most definitely need it.
Yep.
You most definitely need it, man, because man, times getting rough, and that Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, man, is or 12 and 14 is being forefronted. You feel what I'm saying? God is going to bring every work into judgment, whether it be good or evil, man. And like Galatians, Galatians 6. Yep. God is not mocked. Right? I'm gonna grab that, man.
Be not deceived. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be not deceived. That's crazy, right? Because that's what the devil was telling you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Wow. We started the way he said it. Why did he come on like that? Wow.
Get that. And this is just a powerful scripture. It's like, this is just one of them ones, man. I'm gonna try to start reading this daily, man. It's the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It reads, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, right? Because you know the flesh is dying. So if you sow into something that's dying, what are you going to reap? You're going to reap death. It's that simple, right? And it says, but he that soweth to the spirit shall the spirit reap life everlasting, because we know spirits cannot be destroyed.
That's right.
Unless the Lord commands it, right? According to the words of Christ, right? But this is why we must sow to our spirit, sow to the things that's going to help you live, right?
That's right.
And it's going to extend your life, right? Like you say, like, and that's self-examination. If you continuously examine yourself, you're going to know what to do and what not to do, right? You're going to know your weak points. You're going to know what to say and what not to say. You feel what I'm saying? If you know you're struggling with something, you should know that you shouldn't be always trying to judge somebody. You feel what I'm saying? And condemn somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Or condemn somebody on the same matter that you're doing, because that's hypocritical. You feel what I'm saying? Now, it's different from calling something out for what it is, but just judge somebody or look at that nigga. Look at that nigga right there. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing behind closed doors that you're willingly just doing things, you have to question yourself, man. You have to question your integrity. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just things that we see. You feel what I'm saying? Israelite community, people portray to be one way, but behind closed doors is a whole different person.
A whole another person.
And that's why you gotta practice what you preach, man. That's just ultimately what it comes down to. That's ultimately what it comes down to, man. Practice what you preach, man. Because if you practicing what you preach, then you're gonna live the life that you're preaching, right?
That's right. Be not a hearer of the word, but doers.
God.
Be just a hearer. You gotta be a doer too. That's putting action behind what you say you believe in. That's faith and works.
Yep, faith and works. That's right. That's right, man. And we just come on here to encourage people, man, to continuously. Right, I'm gonna grab that. Matter of fact, to do these, man, to do these things, right? Colossians 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God, right? And spiritually, you feel what I'm saying? We have been risen. You feel what I'm saying? The believers that have come to this knowledge and to this understanding, you have been risen to in a new life. You feel what I'm saying? After that repentance, right? That's why I say put on new self. Put on the new self, right? These is what we must put on. And by us doing that, right, we are says seek those things which are above, heavenly things, right? Not things of this world, earthly things, but heavenly things, right? It says set your affection on things above, not on things on this earth, right? Because this is where we don't want to be here, right? We not saying that on a suicidal level, but this place is vexing, man. America KKK is exhausting. The things that's going on with our brothers and our sisters is sad to see, man. And that our people continuously indulge in these things.
That's right.
That's why we have to think upon the things above, man. We have to, because these are the things that are going to guide us, right? Thinking upon the kingdom, thinking upon when Christ will return, thinking upon the Most High God, right? Because these are the things where we want to be at, man. We want to be with God. We want to be with our Lord. And we want to be with the great men that have laid this foundation for us, right? This is where your heart should be at, man. Not in this place. You feel what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do to live and maintain, you feel what I'm saying, your household. But ultimately, man, we're looking past this.
That's right.
We're looking far beyond this world and keeping the faith in these last days, man. Lord willing, we build that number to get to see these things, man. Really hoping, I pray that the Lord redeems me, man, in these last days. This is all that matters. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to keep going. It says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ and God. You feel what I'm saying? Because this place down here really don't mean nothing. We're not living for manly gratification or man's validation. You feel what I'm saying? We're looking to be validated by God, by doing the righteous works, by doing what's pleasing unto him, right? It says when Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. Right? When he cracked that sky, we want to appear with him in glory. We don't want to be glorious with with things down here. You feel what I'm saying? With diamond chains and the Cuban zone. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but that don't mean nothing if you're not going to be standing on the side of Christ. If you're not laboring for the return of our Lord and Savior, right? It says, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, right? Like the brother was just mentioning, the self-examination, right? It says, these are things you must mortify yourself: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience, right? Like we read about in Revelation. This is what he's coming back. He's coming back to judge this place because people are doing these abominable things, right? Because this is why the wrath of God is coming, and ultimately upon his own children. You feel what I'm saying? The people that don't want to listen, right? He still has to make an example out of them.
Yeah.
Right. It says, in which he also walked sometime when you lived in them, right? Because like I say, we was once dead, but now we are risen in Christ. We are walking after Christ, right? It says, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not to one another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
There we go.
Right? And it's just crazy too, because you know what I'm saying? People say you can treat your wife a certain way and this, that, and the third. That don't make no damn sense.
At all.
Right? And people are justifying the wicked. And we know what Proverbs say, right? That's a damn abomination. Right? It says, verse 10, they have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
That's so fire.
Right? We are renewed, right? And we must walk as it. We must walk as renewed men, man. As we have been given another chance at life. You gotta look at it like that. You have been given another chance. You have been set free from that murder charge that you were fighting, and Christ have took it upon you, right? So you can no longer be a murderer anymore. You can no longer be a liar, or whatever charge Christ took up off you. You can no longer do that, right? You must walk in that.
Like you said, being renewed in the knowledge after the image of him that created him. Like, man, put on a new man after the image of him. Like, the new man is you being like, you know, the example of Christ, bro. Being transformed out of renewing of your mind. How do you renew your mind if you ain't thinking about what you should and shouldn't be doing? What can I change about myself? That's renewing your mind. But if you want to stay stuck, you know, living how you used to live, even with the point of views, not seeing the faults in even people that you may have respect for, like not seeing, like, you know, don't be a respectable person, understanding like, nah, this ain't Christ, like this is not being renewed at all. This is, you know what I mean? If you don't see it that way, I mean, it just says more about, you know, you than anything. And that's just really what it is. People's characters are being exposed.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying. You was not lying. Like, you're not even questioning the old man. It's like, is it still there? But you're not even just worried about it. You just, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, you can wrap it up with that. I see. Ultimately, because this what it boils down to. Your purpose, your life purpose is to really, hey, this right here, please the Lord, bro. That's your life purpose.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. You will reap what you sow, whatever reward, or whether it's reward in a good way or a punishment, know you earned it. You know, whatever you get, you deserve it.
So, man.
It is.
That's right.
So do the best to be the best that you can be, man. Change yourself daily, renew your mind, remove those things that are worrying you far from you, man, and seek the things that are above. Like, you know what I mean? I like brother said, we got things that we have to take care of day to day and all this other stuff. But we got to understand that this world, this current world, this earth that we on is destined to pass away. It's going to pass away. So we supposed to be preparing ourselves, our minds, our hearts, you know, our spirits for the world that's to come. Lord willing, we be a part of it and make it into it. Because everybody, like you said, this world right now is for many, but the world to come for few.
God.
Don't get caught up when this green screen go down, because that's all it is. People caught up in this. There's more of this deception because the green screen is still up. People don't even understand that there's a play being set up on you to take your crown, to take away, because you have a right to the throne of glory. You know, you have a right. Everybody has a right to be in there to it because they're Israelites, right? But you know what I mean? So the right is there to you, but you still have to do the things that make you acceptable in the eyes of God. Just being an Israelite is not going to just do it. Just acting like you keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, but spiritually you wicked as hell, you evil, you think you see things in a certain way, you know, you ain't really, you know, following everything like spiritual, and you don't even see it that way, but you might keep a couple commandments here and there. That's not enough to get you there.
God, man. It's not. It's absolutely not. And that's what's so cold about it. You know what I'm saying? It just makes more sense about why Christ was rebuking the Pharisees, like truly understanding just how they acted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Shalom, Daniel. Yeah, you a little late, man. We pretty much wrapping it up. We just kind of going through the spirit, you know, current events, the system, and just everything was going on, man. And if people are not really sick of like the wickedness and just what's being pushed out here and promoted, it's like that says a lot about them, honestly, because this world is not pushing on a high vibration or a love vibration. This world doesn't push love. Like I said, even on the dating market, you ask an average day woman like what they reason they should date for, it's never for love. It's always for money or what they should do. It's not based on love anymore. None of this stuff is based on love. It's sick. Yeah, I pray everyone was satisfied. I don't know. I ain't really got much else to really to say, Shab. You got anything?
La. No, sir.
Lord willing, we have a fire lesson or something to go into. Like I said, keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes open, because like I said, we seen stuff is over there heating up overseas, which is another part of the end time prophecy, along with every single thing else over here. But just showing like how America is that great whore of Babylon, how all the kings fornicated with her, and how this hand is everywhere, because decisions that America made and stuff is affecting everywhere else now. You know, America got the nerve to get behind the Israelis. Now they shut down the Strait of Hormuz. Now everybody is affected by that strait being down. And this is all based on decisions that America has made. This is that whore. This is the reason why everybody's affected, and everybody's going to turn on her, man. So do what you can for the Most High. Get right with him while you can. Keep the commandments to the best of your ability, and he's going to do every single thing else, man. That's all you got to do. Be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Remember that. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Do all you can. Serve the Lord cheerfully and do all the things that he delights in. Everything is going to be all right. Yeah. Lord willing, we'll be back again. You already know this every Tuesday and Thursday. So today is the 9th. So Lord willing, we'll be back again 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June the 11th, Thursday evening. Lord willing, we have a good, powerful lesson for you through the spirit and power of Yahawah HaMashaYach, the true name of God in the Paleo Hebrew, and his son, Yahawah, who the world calls Jesus. And so, Lord willing, we see y'all. Don't talk y'all to death. All praise to the Most High. Call Lord Yahawah HaMashaYach Yahawah. Shalom and Ahava Thumb. Call Yahshua. Until next time, man. Again, appreciate you, Daniel, man. Make sure you got that bell notified so you won't miss next time we go live.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Shalom, man. I guess we're going to end it off with that, man. Shalom. Until next time, Israel, man. Peace and blessings.
law keeper. Yeah, YLK. Yeah, we walking in the light. Keep the laws of Yahawah day and night. World going dark, but we stay alright. Set apart, yeah, we chosen, that's right. YLK. Yeah, we stand on truth. Now I'm moving with the lies that produce. From the old to the young, we the proof. Yeah, it was law keepers. Yeah, we the truth. Yeah. Came out the streets, came out the haze. Found the law, now I'm counting my days. Used to move out, lost in my ways. Now the scriptures guide every step that I take. They say it's old, say it's done away, but Yahawah's word is still here, still stay. Now here is only, now we obey. Faith with the works, that's a YLK way. Keeping the Sabbath, honor the name. No idols, no pride, no walking in shame. World of sin, called evil okay, but we stand firm, we don't bend, we don't change.